Do you want to know how you can flip this to this? Well, it's not a big deal, because in today's episode I'm gonna be breaking down the whole process on how you can flip accounts, or how I flip my small accounts. What's up, people? Right here is Mr. Tcee from Certified Traders. Welcome back to the one and only best trading channel. If you are new right here, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell icon for you to be notified when each and every time I upload content. Right here I've got this account which I've been pushing the whole of December. As you can see, the deposit and the withdrawal. So the reason for this trading history is I'm just trying to be transparent to show you I went through when I was trying to raise this account. You can see they are red, they are blue. Okay, the biggest secret behind being profitable is how you react to profit and how you react to losses. I was cutting the losses more, and then when it comes to profit, I was letting the trade run. Okay, so that's the most common factor which differentiates profitable from unprofitable traders, right? So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into today's episode. I wanna do a challenge whereby I raise something like $2. I'm not yet sure. I'll see where I'm gonna get that $2. Okay, I believe that by the end of this video you'll be able to replicate the process and get the same results. Okay. Hey yo, what's up, people? So today is the second day of doing the account growing challenge, and I started with $1. Right now I flipped the account to I flipped the account to $58. Okay, the journey is to reach 1,000, and I'm not sure the days I'm gonna take to reach 1,000. Okay, so right here on my screen I've got this setup, because so far I've took 3 trades from $2 to 58. Okay, so before I proceed with the account growing challenge, I decided to update you. I believe that it's wise for you to know the reason behind every entry, because it doesn't make sense to just see me flipping the account without knowing what exactly I'm looking for when I'm about to enter the trade. Okay, so let us go to the charts and explain each and every setup which I took, because right here is the first setup, and then this one was the second, and then this one was the last. Okay, all this setup was called, I held this for some hours. Okay, but this one were minutes. So let's get to the charts. Okay, so these are the trades which I took, right? And here was the first setup. So the reason why I bought volatility 151S right here is the middle trend line. So you can actually see that on the middle trend line there was this peaks. There was this peak, first peak right here, second peak, third peak, fourth peak. Okay, so the fact that the market was respecting this middle trend line starting from here, it was obvious that as soon as it come again on this middle trend line, it was actually going to bounce and then goes up. Okay, but this middle trend line wasn't enough. Okay, I had to draw the horizontal line, and on the horizontal line there are this resistance, and then the fact that there was a resistance, usually when the market is moving on an uptrend, it forms a resistance and then a support, resistance, support. So it was obvious that when the retest, it was going to form a support. Okay, so I waited for the market to bounce on this middle trend line, so the resistance tend to be a support once the candlestick closed above the resistance zone, and then I waited for the price to come above the trend line. That's where I took my buy somewhere right here. And then for the take profit, you can actually see that there is a upper trend line which connected the resistance. Okay, so the fact that the market was bouncing on this resistance, and then this one, it was obvious that as soon as it starts to approach this level, it was actually going to bounce, and then after bouncing, it goes all the way down. Okay, so I used this peaks for my take profit, right? And then this was the first setup. So right here is the second trade which I took, and to find this trade, it was simple because I already had the upper trend line which I drew when I was about to take profit of the first trade. Okay, so that's where I took my profit, and then I knew that the market was actually going to bounce on this trend line, and then after bouncing and drop all the way down. Okay, so I used this upper trend line to look for my entry. As soon as it bounced, I then waited for creation of the reversal candlesticks, and then after that, I entered my sale somewhere right here. Okay, and my stop loss was on this highest peak. Okay, and then for take profit, it was easy because I just copied this trend line and then I pasted it on this peak, and as soon as I pasted right here, it showed me where the market is likely to turn. So this is where my take profit was. Remember, I used this one to identify the turning point. Okay, it's important for you to have proper knowledge on how to allocate this trend line so that you will be able to see where exactly the market is likely to turn. Those turning points are the one which will help you to see the entry and the take profit. Okay, so I took my profit right here and I moved out with $15. Okay, and then after this setup, there was this one was the long trade, okay, which I took because I held it for hours, and I took my buy somewhere around this area. And you know the reason for this buy, there was a support right here. Okay, you know these are the turning points, and the fact that the market came right here and then it dropped, and then after dropping it bounced on this support, and then it bounced and broke this trend line, and as soon as it was approaching this trend line, that's where I took and then after that I held it all the way up till the bounds of this trend line. Okay, right here I didn't close because I knew that it was actually going to come exactly on the trend line. Okay, and you know on the trend line, that's where I take my take profit, right? So I ended somewhere right here and then I moved right here. Okay, this is actually how I managed to raise a dollar account trading 3 setups, and I'm not yet done. There are more setups which I'm gonna take. Okay, so I'll keep on updating you.